A fat golden duckling stood in the cold rain, his stomach empty, his hands trembling with hunger. He watched as the rich ducklings laughed, eating warm roasted fish. He reached out, hoping for just one bite, but they only laughed at him. Cut to the rich ducklings mocking him, throwing dirty scraps at his feet. "Go away, beggar," they sneered. His eyes filled with tears as he turned away, his small feet leaving wet footprints in the mud. No one cared. No one helped. Cut to an old blind duck struggling to carry a heavy sack in the rain. But just as he was about to give up, he heard a weak voice crying for help. An old blind duck struggling alone. The golden duckling, though starving and weak, rushed forward and lifted the heavy sack with his tiny hands. Showed the blind duck smiling, handing over a glowing golden feather. The old duck smiled and whispered, "Kindness will always find its way back to you." And then he gave him a glowing golden feather. Cut to the duckling running through the marketplace, holding the feather close. With hope in his heart, the duckling ran through the marketplace, searching for someone who would buy it. And then, a rich merchant stopped him. Show the merchant inspecting the golden feather, then handing the duckling a bag of money. "This is special," the merchant said. He handed the duckling a bag of golden coins in exchange. Cut to the duckling buying warm roasted fish, his hands trembling. With his new fortune, the golden duckling didn't just buy food for himself. He bought food for every starving duckling in the village. Show him sharing the fish with other poor ducklings, their faces lighting up with joy. The same hands that had once begged for food were now giving food to others. Cut to the rich ducklings, now poor and hungry, sitting outside their closed food stall. Meanwhile, the rich ducklings who had once laughed at him had lost everything. Their warm food was gone, their fire had turned cold, and now they sat in silence, stomachs empty, eyes full of regret. Cut to the fat golden duckling walking toward them, holding a basket of warm roasted fish. But instead of revenge, the fat golden duckling did something no one expected. He offered them food. Showed the rich ducklings hesitating, ashamed, before finally accepting the food, tears streaming down their faces. They took the food, their hands shaking, their eyes filled with tears. Why? Why would you help